guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So today we're going to go ahead and do another one of the red zone no item sweeps. We are going to go ahead and do the no item run here against Golden Cooler, Super Fu, and Super Saiyan Cumber with DOKKANFEST Pan's team. Now, I am not really the biggest fan of Pan. Just the way she's set up, it just can be very frustrating, especially if we're going up against int-type enemies like this. Pan has her 50% damage reduction, alright? But I don't trust that we would have lived. If Golden Cooler would have supered in slot 1, we would have gotten, I think, completely walloped by Golden Cooler against Pan. Pan, again, like you can tank with Pan in slot 1, but if the enemy supers her after she supers, or it's like type disadvantage, something like that, or it's early in the fight where Pan hasn't built up, Pan can really take a lot of damage. Pan really does feel like way more of an offensive unit than a defensive unit. I truly believe she's just the natural progression of like the Blue Kaioken Goku kind of like archetype, right? Like that's basically what Pan is. So it's like if we're going to use her, we do basically want to use her trying to go for that. Now, there's one GT Goku who I have really begun to enjoy using along with Pan, and that is the AGL GT Super Saiyan 2 Goku. But he, of course, is not going to work very well at all in this fight against Golden Cooler, who, of course, is tech in his second phase, right? That's very helpful right there that Goku is able to get hit first. Wow, that still did that. Yeah, Golden Cooler hits kind of hard. If Goku takes that much damage, like Pan would be, you know, a chalk outline on the ground. Jeez, okay. But because we're not using a GT Goku here, we're not going to see Pan pop her active skill in this first run. But that's okay, right? Because we have DOKKANFEST Kid Goku, who is, you know, just power incarnate or something like that. And as long as Pan gets a lot of attacks in quickly, she is able to build up quite a bit. And, you know, Golden Cooler is certainly tough. I feel like it's like, once we get past the first phase where we're type disadvantage for Pan, then we can really begin to put in work. And especially if Kid Goku decides to do this, and then before you know it, Golden Cooler's entire HP pool is gone, right? And then he takes 20k damage from that super, like, yeah, Kid Goku is the one, right? So, there we go. There is Golden Cooler done with Pan's team. Chi-Lai, very good too, right? Alright, next we're moving on to the Super Fu fight. This is another fight that I was actually pretty scared of. I believe I beat all three of these in one try. But I actually was pretty scared of this fight right here. The reason that I was scared, right, is because I don't really trust Pan against an int-type boss. I don't believe Fu hits as hard as Baby, Red Zone Baby. I think Red Zone Baby does hit a bit harder than Fu, but when I was doing my no-item runs with Pan's team against Baby, Baby was destroying my Pan. So I did not really want to have to deal with that nonsense so much here. Now, you know, this is the Super Saiyan 2 GT Kid Goku. He can be pretty effective here. Since we have him on the team, that means we are going to have access to Pan's whatchamacallit, we're gonna have access to Pan's active skill, which is gonna be very, very helpful for us. But now, here we go, right? Now we're going to get to the portion of the fight where Fu could potentially seal our entire rotation, and depending upon how often Fu seals us, and, you know, what characters he seals and stuff like that, this part of the fight can really, really drag on, and that's exactly what happens. See, this is scary, because it's like, I feel like at any point, like, if Pan gets caught, it's like instant L. Like, we will just die, pretty much, in one hit if Fu super attacks Pan. So, I was really quite nervous about that. But really, I guess once we get here, it's just a matter of Pan not getting super attacked by Super Fu, and we will be okay. And hopefully, Fu does not go too crazy with sealing our rotation every single turn, because that really can cause these fights to just take a very, very, very long time if Fu is just going to be consistently sealing us over and over again, right? Like, this is one of those, this fight really is not that hard, but it's just super annoying, right? In how, like, long it could take to take Fu down, right? We could have one super turn from LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and insta-kill Fu, or, you know, we could just be stuck in here for eternity as he's sealing a lot of our characters, and, you know, we're not really getting super good RNG. Dude, I'm telling you, like, Chi-Lai, so good. Chi-Lai just makes this, like, it's just so comfortable, like, running Chi-Lai, right? Like, Scouter characters really are so good. But here's our run against Fu. Again, between his sealing and his nonsense, right? This ends up going on for quite a while, but we do eventually get the W here over our boy Fu. guys, now we're moving on to the fight against Cumber. Now, while Cumber is the hardest fight in here, Cumber is probably the best setup for Pan and her team, right? Remember, Pan is really a character that does not work well whatsoever against, like, the Wicked Bloodline Red Zone, right? Besides full power Frieza. Because of the fact that the fights are so short, right? Those short-term fights are not good for Pan, who wants to do a lot of attacks to build up. She wants to do a lot of attacks to stack her attack and then make her active skill even more of a nuke, right? Well, the shorter the fight, the more difficult it is to do that, of course. This fight is 3 phases, which at least does give us much more of a chance for Pan to stack up, for GT Super Saiyan 2 Goku to stack up, right? To get these characters built up so that by the time we get to physical Super Saiyan Cumber, or, you know, a turn into Super Saiyan Cumber, Pan will be able to lay the hammer on him, right? Because, again, her active skill is just absolutely devastating. I don't know. I feel like she has pretty much the strongest attack in the game with that active skill, right? So it's just a matter of, like, this Cumber fight is absolutely a fight where we could easily bully him with that. So it's just a case of sort of trying to set that up. Again, that Super Saiyan 2 Goku stacks. Carnival Goku, of course, is stacking, right? You know, and then we have the untouchable rotation of Kid Goku and Android 8, right? Who they are just not really going to be taking damage from Cumber. You know, Cumber, his second phase, that Great Ape Cumber, who, you know, is able to do those big-time AoE normal attacks in his Great Ape form. We don't even really have to worry about that so much, because remember, Pan is a tech character. She's going to have type advantage. Chi-Lai, of course, is dodging, right? Like, we're just not really going to get clapped up by this Cumber fight. I actually feel like this setup we're using is a really good matchup for Cumber. I do feel very comfortable, again, with the team build that we are rocking here. So there we go. There was Cumber and the Dragon Ball Heroes Red Zone. I'm not the biggest fan of Pan. Pan could still get massively buffed if they would drop a Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who is like God, right? Like, you know, if he's like a Super Saiyan 4 Goku is like one of the top TUR, sure, but now it just seems like they're going to completely miss the window. You know, looks like the next DOKKANFEST is going to be Beast Gohan or something from Superhero. Then it's Anniversary, and then before you know it, the first possible, like, big-time Super Saiyan 4 Goku I feel like we could get is probably, like, March. So it's just, like, I don't know. Like, how good is Pan going to be in March after Power Creep? We will see. So let me know what you guys think of our girl DOKKANFEST Pan and her team, again, destroying the Dragon Ball Superhero Red Zone here. Cumber, while he can certainly be a tough fight, I do feel like this team is definitely very well suited to taking him down. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch y'all next time.